Join the conversation, guys. WhatsApp messages and voice notes 0809 234 5913. We also do have 0809 191 3913, 0809 222 0913, 01515 0913, and 01515 1913. And on X, at Lagos Talks 913. Yeah, okay, so that's how we roll. Messages coming through asking if I got any prediction correct.
You got Chelsea correct.
Abuse. At least I got something. But for AFCON, I'm losing.
No, you've still got one game to go. Like I said, there's Morocco, South Africa, so let's wait. Patience is the virtue. That's tonight. So let's patience the virtue.
Football is the king of sports, man. Yeah. It is. I mean, what happened yesterday? It shows you that football is a king of sports.
CIV. Still CIV. They were out. They were gone.
They were the last team to qualify.
Back to back.
They were actually the last team to qualify.
I think it would be a travesty for football
if they won.
If they win the AFCON.
Horrible.
It'd be a travesty.
It can't happen. You chop 1 against Eagles, and you chop 4 against Equatorial Guinea. Meanwhile, Equatorial Guinea went home before you.
I thought they had the reset. That's all. They had a reset.
After
how?
That, you can't.
They've complained about the manager. They sacked their manager. The football they played yesterday was very good.
Very good.
To think that people are shouting Senegal is the best.
Very good. Dominated Senegal all the way through.
Yeah. But one thing here, and my estimation for Mamadou Gueye has gone up several notches. I've always rated him anyway. But he came out, he said it wholeheartedly. Nigeria beats Cote d'Ivoire. They're not good. Their coach is this, their coach is that. He said it. No patriotic clinical. He said it as he saw it.
But we said it, right?
No, I'm talking about he said it for. What did we say? When we were to discuss Cote d'Ivoire, their midfield is very powerful. Their midfield is this, their midfield is that. But he said it.
After bringing off air doors of this show, because we said it here too.
No.
That game
before after the game.
Before the game.
I
said after watching their first game against Guinea-Bissau, we'll beat those ones. Then I will beat those ones, Louis.
Femi, you're beginning to.
I'm happy that you're finally seeing the light, because before this tournament, you were like, we will wait and see.
Yes,
we will judge.
But
who said that coach knows what he's doing? There's people who
if you're so confident of him, why didn't you predict that we're going to walk all over Cameroon?
I predicted they would win.
But he predicted they would win.
The win is a win now.
No.
Whether you do it after extra time, or he predicted that they would win.
You can take your support.
No, it's on record that he predicted that Nigeria would win.
It was going to be a very tight game. That would go to penalties.
Was it not a tight game? It was a tight game.
Yes, it was.
So
but we walked all over them.
How can it be a tight game and you walk all over them?
We walked all over them.
Some people were afraid about the Super Eagles people going to AFCON.
Exactly.
But okay, we got to AFCON, and based on what I saw at AFCON,
what did you see?
I said we wipe.
What did you see?
The first 2 matches.
Yes,
game, you were
but
still
I said,
worried.
so why? But you that you are not worried. Why didn't you puff your foot chest?
Many of you.
I said, wipe Guinea.
My money is
you
on Nigeria.
Cameroon will beat us.
Yes, I did. Am I denying it? But many of you did. Many of you. You're the one who's like that. Because many of you said that Pesero was useless.
Yes,
and he could never take the Eagles as far as we thought that he would. But here he is on the verge of playing in the semi-finals.
I said.
You said what?
I said, let us see what he does.
That's not what you said. That's not what you said.
That's what I said.
That's not what you said.
You that you believe it's not what you said. Why did you? No.
That's not what you said.
Please, guys, if you are wrong, just own up. And
who is denying? You're the one who's not owning up.
No.
You're the one.
I owned up even on Monday night.
Did I not say here that yes? I remember with our prediction. I said this Cameroon would beat us based on the statistics ahead of that particular game.
What fake statistics?
Am I denying it? I'm not denying it. But you don't go into a competition and you say because of our friendly matches, qualifiers, we're not going to go past the group stage. This coach is useless. You don't say that.
I said I won't go.
You don't say that.
No, I said
you were pessimistic about it.
No, I wasn't.
Yes,
I was realistic. I said
no.
I said let us wait and see.
Let us wait and see. It's not analysis.
No, we told you that Waldron. We used the Waldron example. Remember we said Waldron.
Every my friend, every situation is different.
I'm happy that
listeners just love to.
I'm happy that listeners heard it. they will say it.
Exactly. Everybody heard it. There's no point in saying one to now.
Don't deny. You guys like to
deny things.
You love to shift the goalpost.
Nobody's shifting the goalpost. You're the one who never. You're the one who just never accepts that.
You never.
This is what you said. This is what you said. You're always looking for sitting on the fence and saying, "Let's see what happens."
Yes, that's a realistic thing to do.
That's
you wait to see what the competition brings.
Wait to see. That's not being a pundit. No.
I said that will beat Cote d'Ivoire. You, Femi, were saying their midfield is very powerful. Kessie, Fofana.
Even if he said so, but even if he did say so, it's based on performance.
Bring the record out.
I still said after the first game.
Bring the record out, please. You guys can.
Let's do what is right this morning.
You said we'll beat Cote d'Ivoire. You said so.
Yes, I said so.
You didn't say so. You didn't say we'll beat Cote d'Ivoire. When?
I never said we'll beat Cote d'Ivoire. I didn't predict I'll beat Cote d'Ivoire. Come on now. To me, it's part of.
Can we do the news
now? Check the predictions now. Why they lie and the fabrications and the fabrications?
I didn't predict Nigeria will beat Cameroon.
No, you said.
Did I predict that?
No, you just said live on there now that I didn't predict we'll beat. No, you just said it. Did you not say so? That I did not say we'll beat Cote d'Ivoire.
I'm sorry.
Look at this campaign of calumny against me from Charles and Femi. This is wickedness. You people are what are wicked. Yes.
Can you please want to do this out?
Can we read the news sound?
What's our wiki?
Let's take some of the stories from the news sound this morning.
All right.
Your messages.
Yep.
All right. So let's start with the very first one.
Charles, I love that question you asked him about, and I knew he wasn't going to answer it.
Because the rule of it,
I knew he was not going to answer it. And that's vintage you. I mean, you just slipped it in, but I knew he just sidestepped it.
Because for many seasons they've been doing this. You can't have two teams run by the same government in the same league. It's not allowed. It's against the rules. And
that's how serious we are.
No, just
we set rules and we don't follow them.
Definitely sidestepped it.
So let's start off with Courage. He says, did Charles get any prediction correct? So he missed the big ones, Nigeria and Ivory Coast winning. He was so sure he could have pledged with his house that Ivory Coast would lose if asked. Okay. I just want to add one thing. There's one thing he got correct though. That Egypt will not make the final. Because I was really looking forward to that.
Let me say this. I was
Egypt made the final. He will shave his hair.
Let me say this.
He said he would shave.
He said he would shave his hair.
He didn't say
he said his hair.
I said I would shave my hair.
Hair.
Did I say where my hair is?
Exactly. He said he would shave his hair, Charles.
But at least we're not there. Egypt is not in the cannot get to the finals.
How in the doubt? Like Egypt, no.
But let me say this for closure. I before the start of the tournament, I'd said it over and over again that the Super Eagles would win the Africa Cup of Nations. Mm-hmm. Yes, we got as far as Cameroon, and like I told Shegun yesterday, because we had a discussion about this. I said, look, Nigeria would win against Cameroon, but at the time, Vincent Abubakar had not returned from injury. When it was reported that Vincent had returned from injury, I said it here that the chances of Cameroon winning had become a notch higher. And I believe that based on how Samuel Eto'o has spoken to the players after that, before that win against Gambia, going into this game against Nigeria, knowing the history between the two sides at the Africa Cup of Nations or at any level, I thought it would be in favor of the Cameroonians because of Vincent Abubakar. Now, when the starting lineup emerged and Vincent was not starting, and he was left on the bench up until the 70-something minute before he came on, I thought, as from a coaching perspective, he had made the wrong selection. And I was at home.
Coach.
What?
As a fellow coach.
Shegun, when you come here and you analyze games, are you better than Ten Hag?
No, as a fellow coach.
You're not better than Ten Hag. Don't you criticize the manager?
What you're saying is
let
based
me
on
finish
one player.
now.
Finish.
One player. Does Osimhen not make a difference for the national team? It makes a huge difference. So I was saying that with Vincent Abubakar back in the squad and fit to play, if he starts, definitely would have made a difference. Coach decides to leave him on the bench for whatever reason that he made, and it didn't turn out to be in their favor. So that was my prediction. I'm not running away from anything. That was my prediction, and I stand by it. So whatever anybody says.
But what you have just said is a huge contradiction in terms. First things first, you said Nigeria will win the competition.
Yes, from the beginning,
That's based, and that will be based on whoever you meet. Abi?
Not necessarily.
No, on whoever.
Not
Hello,
necessarily.
excuse me, please. I don't need you.
No, I also did say here,
Yes.
I also did say here that when you're a manager, you plot your team accordingly.
Yes.
I also did say that it would be ideal for the Super Eagles to finish in the position in which they finished at the group stage so that you avoid teams like Equatorial Guinea. I also did say here, I remember very clearly, that I would prefer the Eagles to play Cameroon than Equatorial Guinea. There are chances of winning against Cameroon. Our chances of winning against Cameroon was higher than against Equatorial Guinea.
No, then Guinea. You said Guinea.
But then why
Guinea is in Group
if
C.
you
No,
said so,
Okay, Guinea, yeah, okay.
If you said so, yes, Guinea is right. So if you said so, why did you now change your mind?
I just said now at that point
Because of
Vincent.
one player.
Yes, one player. Yes.
And it's proved that it was totally wrong.
What was wrong?
Your prediction came out wrong. Yes.
My prediction came out wrong, but my prediction came out wrong, Shegun. Yes, but
there's no buts.
Wait now, you know, because you're always taking the high road.
Yes,
what I'm saying is that
on the mountain, there's no buts.
Vincent Abubakar for me did not start, and as far as I'm concerned, that made a huge difference.
Charles.
For the Cameroonian side, and of course in favor of the Super Eagles.
All right, Charles, with all due respect, there's no buts. Your prediction is wrong.
Did I say my prediction was right? What did I worry you?
There's no but.
Don't you listen?
There's no but. I don't listen to you. I'm not listening to you.
Okay, go and take my car. Go and carry my car. You went wrong. Go and take my car. What kind of
my own is no
childish? What are you saying now?
Don't say that.
It happened.
My prediction's right.
Don't be pejorative.
No, because yesterday, Shegun, you said something that was very wrong. You said You said Femi and I are always bending our words. Maybe it's a wait. You said maybe it's an attribute of going to the Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria.
Yes.
That was wrong.
Why? Because you are both graduates of that school.
So what you're doing, you're casting aspersions on FRCN.
What you're doing is changing the topic. You got your prediction wrong. There's no buts. That you can go on from now to the end of the pub. I want to blow Buzella for my
Can I
job.
read a few more messages? So Aisha Atilala says, good morning, sports and family. All the third best placed teams that had round of 16 have qualified. I believe CAF making provisions to have third best placed teams making it to the round of 16 at the AFCON is justified. This is a long one, so I'm just going to pick one of it. It says, good morning, guys. Well done for the job you're doing so far. Biomi from Unilag. This AFCON should serve as motivation and hope to everybody in life, especially Nigeria. A typical example when the scripture says the race is not for the swift, now that it's the battle for the strong, but time and chance happened to them all. There is hope for Nigeria. Thank you very much, Biomi. This one here says, good morning, Sports Zone. I retract my earlier statement about the AFCON having poor quality play. The Ivory Coast versus Senegal game yesterday showcased top-tier football. If Nigeria defeats Angola, I believe only Morocco and Ivory Coast remain a potential challenge to our defense, making it easy for us to win the AFCON if Morocco exits today. Ola from Ontario.
Let's us one game at
this one here goes.
I'm of the opinion that South Africa will shock everybody today.
In your prediction, so we'll wait to see.
Good
morning, guys. It's looking like Ivory Coast and Nigeria might clash again at the finals of the ongoing tournament. Please, what's the latest on Wabali? I just hope the defender will actually protect whoever is manning the post.
Based on reports coming from Ivory Coast, there's a strong likelihood that Wabali might not play against Angola. There's also the story of Truth Ekong not being fit enough to play against Angola as well.
Although in fairness, Omeru, when it's coming, has been excellent.
Omeru is just a mistake away.
I think
he's a good player.
I think the team
is a good boy in comparison to
whoever comes in.
The thing is, Omeru hasn't played that many games extensively. That's why I say in a 90 minutes game, Omeru, he just takes one mistake.
But I'm saying that with the way the team is playing, whoever is playing in any position, we've chopped and changed.
I hope it works. I just hope that Kong is fit to play, even if it's at 70%.
Let him be 100. But I think Omeru is a capable substitute. But as I said, we just wish them the best. It's not looking too good for Mwabali. And I wish
but we have a competent goalkeeper.
Two competent goalkeepers.
I wish Francis Zoho well.
Two of them.
Yes, whatever.
Peter from Surulere says, for all those complaining that the Eagles are not playing eye-catching football, they be careful of what they wish for, because we can all now see eye-catching football have taken teams like Senegal, Equatorial Guinea, Egypt, and others. Let's go for a break.
All right, welcome back. You can make your calls now. We're waiting for you to come through with that, but messages also coming through as well. Somebody says, why don't we read tweets? That's true. Yeah.
Let's get.
And I put it on you, Femi.
Let's talk about X, baby.
Maybe the question will just go away.
He has a valid point. Why don't we read tweets?
Yes, Femi. No.
Yeah.
Change it to Femi. Why don't you read tweets?
So there are two reasons why we don't read tweets.
Why
Number
you don't
one,
read tweets?
Kyle always switches off the phone. Always switching off the phone before he leaves the studio. Kyle is always switching off the phone before he leaves. The second reason is we're there.
Yeah, but we don't say anything on Twitter, no.
There's nothing there.
There's nothing on Twitter,
there.
so a lot of people prefer to use WhatsApp. So if you can, please, yeah. But no, we're not making excuses. I mean, we do apologize.
No buts.
Okay. Let's go to the next message. This one here says, "Good morning, guys. Mr. Charles is the kind of turntable.
He's the king.
Okay,
that's what he wants to say.
Okay, king of turntable. How he manages to make the argument about the Eagles has never ceased to amaze me. Uncle Shegun, we are behind you, Jaribiodu Yusuf." Okay. Babalala Abdugafar says, "Good morning, sports. Mr. Shegun and Mr. Charles don't start their Tom and Jerry performance. They know they fight for Monday Night Football. Probably the beginning of fear of Victor Ekpeba. Nice show you guys had last night. I saw your guest last night as the future Super Eagles coach.
Hopefully,
Mr. Daniel. Storm from Meron says, DJ Big Shagzy Mule. Okay. Baba don't drop Lambert. He never liked the Eagles coach. Ivory Coast outplayed Senegal last night, and this second chance seems to be perfectly going well for them. I wish the Super Eagles success in this tournament. Good morning, great sportsmen in the studio." Let's take another message. This one says, "I'm Philip from Ikorodu. Uncle Shegu doesn't like to admit when he's wrong. He's always using something else to deflect from his own." We've got another message here saying, "Great men of sports. So my name is Timike. I remember Uncle Shegun predicting Nigeria to beat Ivory Coast. And I remember during the Cameroon game, Femi and Charles were not confident, but Uncle Shegun was very confident, saying they will chop it."
Thank you, Timike Jerry.
Michael Osifo says, "Good morning, gentlemen of Sports Zone. Initially, Uncle Shegun did not have any confidence in the Super Eagles. However, as the tournament drew nearer, he now changed his narrative and said he would take each game at a time, and that he would support the coach if they progress, but that he would blame him if they lost."
If they lose.
Thank you. Olakunle Da Silva says, "Based on your argument this morning, Uncle Shegun's statement about Charles and Femi are all correct. Even Charles agreed. But in the case of the pundit, initially at the start of the competition, he condemned the coach, chastised Osimhen about social media antics, but at the end of the day, concluded that he will wait and see their final outcome, with the caveat that for him to respect the team and coach, they must reach the semi-finals." Okay. Good morning, sports. And I enjoy listening to your show. What an AFCON we're experiencing. I can't fathom how the Teranga Lions of Senegal got knocked out yesterday. It's quite unimaginable. I guess it shows there are no minnows in football again. Ola from Ebeda.
Please turn down the audio of your radio,
Before
please.
you call him, put off the radio.
Okay. We can hear you. Go ahead now. That's fine.
My name is Ben, calling from here.
All right. Good morning. Go ahead.
I predicted last Thursday that well, we Senegal. That time I told the people that I score Pesero against. So I won the prize.
Which? Okay. All right.
Thank you.
You won the prize.
If you won all the 20 fans, Arsenal, Man U, Man City, Liverpool, Barcelona, Real Madrid, and to stop disturbing Super Eagles, they should leave us all alone in social media. Because this guy complained during the Ghana-Nigerian World Cup final match that he was afraid. The human being, the way they are criticizing him is scared. They should leave him alone. We should encourage them. Because out of fear, he will concede goal. And all of us will lose. Let us encourage him. Because coach cannot go and import another goalkeeper from another country. Even if he not keep it, it's Yozawa that will keep. Let us stop insulting him in the social media. Bringing his moral down. The guy is cheating now. You see yourself like he's cheating. And that is one of the problems why he's conceding goals. That was why Maduko ran away. Because that we don't have fans. Because doesn't have fans as supporters. What we have is Campo as people who Campo, the Mandicos used to tear their ticket. To continue to tear their ticket.
All right, thank you.
Well, that's your opinion, but for me, I hear what you say about people abusing, but you can't stop people from doing what they're going to do. What Uzor can do, it's for him to step up, and it's about self-belief.
I think it's wrong.
No, but it's wrong.
I think it's wrong.
No, nobody says it's right, guys. Nobody
They
says
should not
it's
do
right.
it.
But people will do
It's
it.
wrong.
You can't
No,
stop
they
them
should
from
not
doing
do
it.
it.
No, that
You
people-
can't stop them.
They should not
but
do
when
it.
you
cannot
say
stop them.
when you say
you know what?
you
But
can't,
for me, what Uzor can control his own destiny. It's in his hands.
No, they should not do
no,
it.
Let him perform.
They should not do it.
Let's keep
No.
on giving him excuses. He
We're
should
not giving-
perform.
No, it's not
That's all.
it's not excuses.
You can't
It's
stop
not
anybody
excuses.
from abusing anybody.
It's not
No, it's not
excuses.
your right to abuse somebody.
But you
not
can't stop
excuses.
it.
Why
I don't
shouldn't you?
understand
No, social
this
media, no, they do.
Namdi
No, they
Kubaya
do.
thing. Can
They
you
do.
stop people on social? Can
Yes,
you
they do.
police
Yes, you
them?
can do that.
You
yes.
can't.
Yes, you can.
You cannot police social media.
Yes, you
Sorry,
can.
you cannot.
They are,
It's not
last
right.
week they were abusing us and last week.
Doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right.
They've arrested people for it.
And let them arrest. So when they start arresting people,
So why is it right for you to abuse somebody?
Nobody, did I say it's right? I say it's all right.
So it's not
but
right.
it's in Uzor's hands to determine his own future. If
Why?
he's going to step up, this is an opportunity for him. Wabal is injured. From the reports, it's not like he's going to make it. So Uzor should step up. Is he going to go on that pitch? Oh, they abuse me.
How many
Therefore,
times has he
I throw the ball in
stepped
my
down?
net.
No, but how many times has he failed us? Because we
My
make
guy,
it seem
we're
like
looking forward now. We're saying looking
no,
forward.
but why we look-
He should forget about the past and look forward.
we're abusing him from the past.
My guy,
We're not
nobody's
looking
abusing. We're saying move forward.
I'm not the one abusing him.
well,
The thing
my
is,
guy,
if
leave this
the
thing there.
thing is,
You can't
if
stop
he
him from
hasn't,
abusing.
if
I don't
he
think he's
hasn't,
right.
the thing is, if he's not looking forward, he will not be in the national team.
So
The reason Maduka is not in the national team now is because he can't take it.
And then he should
For
stay
Uzoho
out
to
of
still
the
be
kitchen.
here means that, look, he still wants to give his best
Fine.
to the Super Eagles. But having said that, those who are watching the game should know that there is no way that you can say that 100% he's unlikely to make a mistake.
He should try not.
Nobody can say
He
that.
should try not.
Even the people who are abusing people on social media, what rights have they done? How many things do they do right on a daily basis?
Immediately he was introduced, people started posting, and I'm like, guys, we're playing a game against Cameroon. Let's focus on the game. Leave the person alone.
Anyway, my own is that more likely than not, it's going to start on Friday against Angola. He has my full support, but as I said, the onus is on him to perform. Be mentally strong, believe in yourself, and
The onus is on the defense line to protect him, which is what they've done.
They
Which is what they've done for Nwabali.
They did that for
That's what they've done for Nwabali.
When Uzor came on, he didn't. The only
Three times. I've said it 3 times that opposing teams have had a direct shot at goal at Nwabali. 3 times in this tournament. 2 have entered. 1 he caught it because it was directed at him.
But
2 have entered.
Yes, but at the end of the day, it's only considered. You start.
So
with,
we give, there's a lot of kudos.
Starting with the alternative facts.
It
How
is
many
a
goals-
fact.
How many goals have
It
the
is
Eagles
a
conceded?
fact.
How many goals
It is
have
a
the Eagles
fact.
conceded? How many goals have the
They
Eagles
were
conceded?
disallowed. The goals were disallowed. The goals were disallowed. But I'm saying that shots fired at the player, 3 of them in the course of the tournament, 2 have beaten the player.
How many goals have the Eagles conceded in this competition?
I'm
It's like, how
saying
many
that
goals?
3 shots have been fired
How
at
many
the
goals
player. That's not the
Eagles
point I'm trying to
conceded?
raise, Jago. That's not the point I'm trying to raise.
Man, argue with you.
That's not the point I'm trying to raise. 3 shots have been fired at the goalkeeper. 3. We all know that.
Have the Eagles conceded?
Of those 3, 2 have beaten the
How
goalkeeper,
many
but they've
goals
been
has Nwabali?
disallowed.
How many
They've been
goals-
disallowed, and 1 he caught because it was directed shots. So what we're saying ultimately is that he's gotten protection from the back line of the Super Eagles,
Is that not their
and
job?
the same should be done when Uzoho is in goal. It's about the defenders protecting the goalkeeper. That's what the job is.
Okay, I hear
That's
you.
what the job is.
Good morning.
If that makes you sleep at night.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. This is Gift calling from Chile.
Gift, how are you today?
I'm fine. Good morning.
Morning.
When we say, when Charles says 3 shots have been fired against one and I don't think it's not fair to Nwabali as a person, because most of the time in our national team, our goalkeepers have had it difficult dealing with crosses. Look at the way Nwabali deals with crosses. He's not scared to come out. He knows when to come out. He runs very well.
He commands his box, yeah.
You have a very, very good confidence. The defense are very confident. in his ability. They listen to him very well. But
what's your name? What's your name? Okay.
Hello?
I was asking your name. I didn't catch your name.
Gift.
Okay, my name is Gift.
Okay.
He deals with his crosses very well. Even
Are you
Yama,
sure?
Even Yama had that issue when he first came into the national team. Remember very well.
Okay, Gift. Are you suggesting that Nwabali has no weaknesses?
We have not seen his weakness.
So there's no weakness now. If you haven't seen, that means there's no weakness now.
Yes.
That means there's no weakness now.
Yeah, fine.
But that's
We've not seen it.
No, but that is not true. That is not true. The game against Cameroon. Watch that game again. The first tackle on him, he didn't get the ball. I'm not saying it's bad.
The one that
He did not get the ball. He did not. Yes, the one that before that he didn't get the ball.
Hello, good.
It's a bad
Hello, good morning.
But that's not fair. I didn't mention Uzo in this conversation.
Because you're running down one.
Good morning. We have a caller, guys. Hello, good morning.
I think we don't talk this thing before now. This must happen now. It must happen. It is your mental capacity to move on. Are you going to say that the people will not condemn domestic violence every day? Those husbands don't want to nearly kill their wives for house. Does it make it right?
I don't understand.
Discrimination, we don't condemn them every time. Are people not still throwing bananas on the beach?
I don't understand.
We have talked about this thing before. I don't know where I keep going. You are family who start saying make people stop their abuse. You can't control some things. That's what we are saying.
I don't understand.
So the match should start move on. Now, finally, before you say all right, don't touch that thing with the court.
You are abusing me now.
Me won't cut it.
Let's all finish, I beg.
I hope that the keeper is going to come back, but I don't trust this.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
That's what you wanted to see.
Tell me, you don't offend Kenneth. I say Kenneth, Femi, and Charles Minato. Uzo love is the main thing in the studio. Uzo is like a baby. You must not abuse him. Abuse him.
What is there a name to this? This one says the goalkeeper as good as his defense line. I have seen Peter Cech concede.
Goes for the national team, I think, in a national team game. That's for Czech Republic.
But in buttressing your point, though, with Maduka Okoye, that goal he conceded against Tunisia, the defense allowed that guy to take that shot. There was nobody on him. He had all the time. There was nobody blocking, nothing. He had a clear shot to take. And for Zoho as well, Thomas Partey too, he wasn't closed down. So 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 he wasn't closed down. That's in fairness. A goalkeeper is as good as his defense.
In my point about Nwabali, I think he's a good goalkeeper. I think we need to give him time in the national team. But for someone to come out and say,
but he's done well now. He's only considered one goal in 4 games now.
Was it by his own doing or?
It's part of it, but he's there. And I've just said a goalkeeper is as good as the defense, but why look for flaws?
I'm not looking for flaws.
That's what you are looking for. Flaws.
You're particularly gone on. I mentioned and Kayode saw those instances.
But why can't we look for flaws if already our listeners are condemning Uzoho if he plays against Angola already? Why?
He not played the game yet.
Why don't let him play the game now?
No, I'm talking about people who are. Why are you condemning? Why are you losing faith in Uzoho if he plays against Angola and the game hasn't even come at all?
Their message is here.
Leave them be now. Should be the guy who entered the pitch. Ignore them and allow him play.
Do you have faith in Uzoho?
I have to.
No, that's not the answer. Do you have faith?
I have, because he's the one in the he'll be the one in the post. I have faith in him that he'll perform well. If he lets go of the pass and moves on.
We mentioned that pass again.
I better go.
Let's move on. We have to go.
In Francis, if he's our number 1 goalkeeper, so be it. Nwabali can play. Let Francis play. He's in squad for a reason. I'm compelled to have faith in him. And I sure I have faith. I have to.
All right. What a day.
It just be like.
Somebody says if you can't take the heat in the kitchen, if you can't take the heat, leave the kitchen. Is it that easy? Is it that easy? Leave the kitchen when you can't take the heat. People just say things that I beg you can't take. I beg, let's go, Joe.
Don't just go the next day.
I love you guys, sir. You guys should have been. In fact, 2 of them. You guys are real sad. See the advocate of Nigeria. Would have the argue case, black and white, blue, black. Would have argue.
How they can we sign out?
Where's the guru? Where's the guru? I know he's physically present. It's somewhere. All right.